Welcome here. Good morning. I'm so glad you're here in this place with me. We're here together, acknowledging and being in the truth of our loving awareness, who we really are. Ultimately, all of the trappings of the human expression and experience is beautiful, and we're grateful for it, but we know that this is the temporary shell. And so we're inviting it constantly into alignment with the truth. So many times our lives are spent really believing that the role we play is the truth. But we play many different roles in a lifetime, in many different types of bodies. The real you is the one that's really beyond naming, beyond claiming, beyond the concepts. The true you is the one who is irrevocably and eternally connected to the divine source of life. And our focus this week is on building a new awareness of our abundance and prosperity consciousness, and reminding ourselves that prosperity and abundance is not just about money. It never has been. It's about the fulfillment. It's about the completion of your unfolding as your divine beingness, your divine self. And it's aligning with the abundance that's already available to us, so often overlooked by us because of the circumstances that we see in the world around us. So we go within so that we don't have to continue to go without. We go into that secret place of the Most High that is within us. So today, let's take this to a whole nother level. I invite you now to, if you haven't already, go ahead and maybe shift and move until you're comfortable on the surface beneath you, whether you're lying down or seated. Go ahead and get comfortable. Consider maybe gently closing your eyes. We'll just take a moment to bring all of the senses into this present moment. Notice the breathing in and the breathing out. There it is. We are in the now when we are following the breath. And at this moment, I'm not asking you to control the breath or even to manage it, just to notice it and be with its rhythm. And now becoming aware of and inviting all of the senses into the present moment. Notice any smells in the room. Without judgment or description, just notice. Notice the taste in your mouth. Without judgment, no need to describe, just notice. Notice anything that you might see, that maybe even with the eyes closed, there's the glow of light or an image that comes up on the screen of your imagination, but notice it without judgment, not following a particular image, just notice. Notice any sounds. Maybe the sound of my voice or the music that's playing. It could be the sound of a fan or an appliance. Just notice without judgment. No need to describe or to work on it. Just notice. And now notice the sense of touch. Maybe it's the temperature of the room that you feel on the surface of your skin, or maybe it's the surface beneath you that you're seated or lying down on. Could be your hands in your lap. Just notice. No need to explore deeply, just bringing all of these senses into the present moment. Here we are. Right here, right now. As we go a little deeper, we're going to go into the heart space as usual. But this time we're going with an intention. We are bringing the heart into agreement with our abundant nature, and together with the heart, we're going to bring the mind into alignment and agreement with our abundant nature. And we're going to visit, as if it were, visit the new habitat, the new house, if you will, that is under construction within our minds. And we're going to pick out the cabinets and pick out the carpet or the hardwood floor, or pick out the blinds, or what kind of furniture you want in each space. We're going to visit as if we are bringing the architect of our daily life, the engineer, the general contractor that is helping to construct our life into alignment with our vision. Because we are building a new and a powerful awareness and consciousness of abundance and prosperity, well-being. So we're going to take a few deep breaths and imagine that we are walking onto the scene. Visualizing it like you'd be walking onto the lot where your new home is being built. You're simply there to notice what has been constructed, and then to give the instructions on how you want this house built. Preparing now for a few deep breaths together. And as we do, we're going in deep to the heart space. We'll breathe in about 4 or 5 seconds, and then release the breath with a sigh. Preparing now for that first breath. Breathe in. And exhale. And another. Breathe in. And exhale. And how about another? Breathe in. And exhale. And here we are. Walking onto the scene of our dream home that is already under construction. And we are headed to the meeting of the mind. And we are here to share with the mind what we want, not what we need. Not a shoestring budget. There's no price too high. You are abundance. And as you walk onto the lot, you notice the beauty of the ground. You notice the openness of the landscape. You notice the beautiful trees that line the yard and the space that is cleared to construct your new habitat. And you feel the sense of excitement and even a sense of pride and awareness that this is my space where I get to construct the life that I want. And all of a sudden a breeze blows through, and you feel the combination of the breeze and the warmth of the sun. It's as if together they are bringing both the balance of the cool and the warm. It's as if together they're blessing this holy space. And in the distance you hear some birds singing in a tree. And they are singing to you the song of joy. And you hear their beautiful song. And it's shared just for you. And you decide to take off your shoes. Oh yeah. You decide to become barefoot and to put your feet onto the grass, the ground on which you are building your dream home. And you feel the soft grass as it welcomes your feet. And you have this sense of joy for so long, something else stood on this ground that was not what you wanted. It had been constructed by someone else. And there was somewhat of a demand for you to live within the confines of that space. But now, the ground is clear, and the foundation is being drawn out. And you are building the dream home of your inner being the way you want it to be. And you realize in this moment, oh my God, I can literally construct the life I want right here on these sacred grounds of my inner being. And you look next to you and you see your very best friend, which is the heart, representing the heart chakra. This is your partner in the building of your life. And now walking toward you is the general contractor. And as they begin to approach you, you look to your best friend, the heart, that stands next to you. And your heart, your best friend, hands you some papers. And these papers are filled with the plans you have for this house. And as the mind approaches, you notice that it immediately starts the conversation. About this and that and the other and what won't work and what might work. And you notice it, and you, instead of making this general contractor your enemy, you simply hold up your hands compassionately and you say, hold on just a moment. I have the plans for this house. And I'm so grateful that you are here to serve as the one who will carry out my plans for this house. And the general contractor quiets and listens as you begin to say, I understand that the previous house was built in a particular way. But we are not there now. This is a new construction. And it can be done. And I know the heart here, and I know you're going to work with us to construct the most beautiful, amazing, glorious dream home right here on this property. And there's some really interesting and new things that we're going to do. But we're going to do it together as a team. Have no fear. Have no anxiety. I'm going to help with the direction of this project from beginning to completion, and we will build together the most glorious and amazing habitat. Together. Together. And you look down at the pages, and written on the pages are so many different words, and you choose a few to share with the mind and this general contractor. And one of the first that you share is infinite supply for everything we need is already available to us. Infinite supply for everything we need is already available to us. And the mind starts to speak up and says, yes, but, and you simply compassionately say, no, 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 no. This is different than before. Infinite supply for everything we need is already available to us. Nothing shall be impossible for us. For with God, all things are possible. And you look down at the plans. And you see these words as they float up off of the page. We are building on love. We're building on joy. We're building on peace. We're building on infinite and endless supply. We're building a home here filled with health, wealth, and well-being. And you feel this beautiful sense of authority, and not in an arrogant way, but in a confident and courageous way. And you are aware of the limited beliefs of this general contractor. You're aware that this individual is not used to doing things through the flow of abundance. And you are patient, but you are direct and determined. This house will be built. It is being built. Luxuriously and beautifully, and that nothing shall be impossible unto you. you say these words to the heart and to the general contractor. I have decided to build this house full of abundance and prosperity and health and well-being. And price is not an issue. Supply is not an issue. And you notice that the general contractor kind of scratches his or her head. They're so used to the way things were. And you reach out. You put your hand on their shoulder. And you invite them to look at you. And you look into the eyes of your mind. And you simply say, it's a new day. It's a new life. We are building together this beautiful habitat. And you are going to have all of the help that you need and all of the supply that you need. We will cut no corners. We will be unafraid in the construction of this new habitat because all things are possible. Every need is supplied. And you notice that the mind, this general contractor, simply humbly smiles, nods, and acknowledges the authority that you have to give the directions for how this house will be built. And you leave this space with a blessing over the entire property and the entire project. And you bless the mind. You show gratitude to the mind. Thank you for following my lead. Thank you for helping to make this happen. Thank you for doing the work. Thank you. And you grab the hand of your best friend, love, that stands next to you, the heart chakra. And you bid the general contractor farewell for the moment with a reminder. This is a limitless, boundless, abundant construction. There's a nod, a smile, and you turn to walk away, holding the hand of the best friend, love, the heart chakra. And there's a sense that we have begun on this new, glorious and powerful adventure together. There's a courage that you feel, a bravery that you feel. And you allow yourself to smile. And as you float out of that scene, you're completely relaxed. There's no fear. There's no lack. There's no scarcity. Abundance is natural to me. Prosperity, natural to me. And I'll invite you back with a deep breath, breathing in and exhale. And once again, breathing in and exhale. And this is the mantra for today. I already have everything I need to build the life I want. I already have everything I need to build the life I want. And we'll add to that. And it's accessible to me now. I already have everything I need to build the life I want now. And it's accessible to me now. This is the declaration over your day. As you begin now to gently come back into the room, feeling the surface beneath you once again, what a beautiful journey into the landscape of your own heart and mind, your own life, and onto the land that you're building this new house. As you go throughout this day, you can revisit and make sure that it's under construction just in the way that you want it to be. No holds barred. Now feeling the surface beneath you, maybe begin to wiggle your toes and your fingers. Consider stretching. You may want to reach those hands out to the side and then maybe bring them up above your head. You might feel like yawning, like me. Bring them over your head and then back down and begin to shift and come back into the space. Bring those hands together and rub them together gently, 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 gently. We've gone a little longer today than we normally do. We had something to do. We had a meeting to take place. Bring those hands together in Anjali Mudra, praying hands position. I like to bring them right up to the primary eye and say to you, Namaste, Namaskar, Amitabha, Aho, Om, Ashe. Love and mercy, peace and grace, truth and tranquility, serenity, compassion, courage, confidence, bliss, ecstasy, strength and power. Love is who I am. Gratitude is my attitude. Abundance is my nature. Well-being is my birthright. And yours too. Now go and make it a great day. Because you can. Peace.